Alright folks, welcome to another beer review. We've just had an absolutely wonderful little bit of rain. That's what I love about summer, is when you get those days where it's like thunder and lightning, it's rainy, it's cooling down a little bit. I enjoy that a lot more than the actual heat. So I thought I'd take advantage of that, make the most of it, and have another beer review, even though it's a Sunday evening and I'm in work and I've had a couple more beers than I probably should have, but I want to make the most of just being comfortable sat outside, because even though it's a little bit cold, it's not like massively cold. I just love it. There's just something, I love that juxtaposition of shit weather when it's what weird people call good weather. But yeah, so today we're on the Beak again, and this is Sal, which is an IPA. If you ranked every item in the universe in order of softness, you discover the Citra Galaxy IPA sitting comfortably between talc and eiderdown duvets. 6.5% ABV. Whoa! Look at that. The cinematic mode's having a bit of a hissy fit. Although the lighting's quite good. I've got a feeling I might have already had this before. I can't remember. Saw it in Brewdog Liverpool. Picked up a few beers, which I thought, oh, that'll see me through the week until I do a big beer order. I pretty much drank them all within 24 hours. But that's the way it goes. It's just that time of the year, isn't it, where we excuse our alcoholism. But yeah, Citra and Galaxy sounds like a good combination to me. Of course, there was about a week's worth of Beak reviews a few weeks back, when I made one of the most satisfying beer orders direct from a brewery for a long time. And yeah, picked this up, and also, oh my god, what's it called now? Like, they're sort of like flagship one, which has got the man holding the book. I can't remember. I had that last night. It's not Parade, is it? I'm not sure. I don't know why I'm looking out there as if someone's like, oh, yes, no, it's called this, and like showing me an Untappd screen. But hey ho, it is what it is, and what it is a really lovely looking IPA. Focus on the beer, please. There we go. That must be quite jarring when you see that on camera. Look at the colour of that. Look at the opacity, not obesity, opacity of that beer. Opaqueness? It's having a bit of a hiss fit. I do apologise. But yeah, that just looks like hoppy custard, doesn't it? Just that one of those beers where you could like scoop it out with your fingers. I don't know why my mind went there, but hey ho. Lovely looking beer indeed. Nice sort of like orangey yellow, marmalade-y, with just shy of a finger's worth of white head. Let's see what we get on the nose. Oh man, that smells wonderful. That just smells like an IPA you want to drink in summer. Soft, pillowy, sweet. It almost goes into the mallowy vanilla sort of territory. Very gentle citrusy aromas, like curd, like a lemon curd. Yeah, definitely a lemon curd. And there was like a blood orange curd that Aldi did, which I haven't mentioned him for a little bit. Adam Mesbiers kindly got me up a jar of that. That was used very well, mind you. I did have to throw some away because I didn't use all of it, but it was very, very nice with what I used it on. just perfect balance between like a tropical edge and like a nice, sweet, freshly cleaned berry character. Oh, that smells absolutely wonderful. It really, really does. 6.5% Sal. Lovely artwork as per usual. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. It's just so soft and pillowy. So gentle in your mouth. There's like, maybe the combination of the Citra and the Galaxy have given a little bit of a, like a slight twang to the beer. Because you get like a subtle hint of almost like a passion fruit flavour in there. Not usually the biggest fan of passion fruit flavour, just because of how abused that's been in brewing. It's like mango and guava. Those three things, I'm just like, brew a proper beer. You don't have to worry about that. Mind you, they're proper beer. They work well in sours, don't they? Oh man, that's just so nice and gentle. It's rarely hoppy, but it's gentle at the same time. A lot more pillowy than you'd expect a 6.5% IPA to be. It's like dipping its toe into being like the oat cream sort of like American hazy IPAs, like from Other Half. I think Beak would brew a wonderful beer with the likes of Other Half. The one he did with Finback, the triple IPA, was just absolutely bonkers. Bonkers good. But yeah, this is very, very nice. A beautiful beer to wind down with on a Sunday evening. Lovely bird song in the back. The sky's just a beautiful shade. It's not quite blue, but it's not quite grey. Last night, the cloud formations were just... It was as if someone had painted the sky. It was like... If there's a conspiracy theory that the sky's not real, last night I saw evidence for that. It was just so picturesque and beautiful. And everyone locally was taking photos of the sky and posting it on social media. And it sort of like took me back to, even though lockdowns were awful and the ramifications that we're feeling now and the fear and paranoia, like the skies have never been as blue. You know, it's like the wind felt fresh. I remember being stood in the garden and there was a breeze, and I'm like, I'm not just stood in the garden having wind blowing through me. It was like almost like refreshing the planet, healing the air. I sound so off my head, like I have been taking some Beak, but yeah, do you just remember how like beautiful the skies were, how empty the roads were, how clean the water was becoming, and it just shows you just how much. I'm not going full Greta Thunberg, by the way, but I'm just saying, last night when I saw the sky, it took me back to then, where like the planet almost like seemed to heal itself, because we, as a cancerous fungus on this planet, for our own greed, and take what I'm saying with a pinch of salt, by the way, but do you know what I mean? It felt like a not in the sort of like world economic forming way, but it was like a great sort of like reset, refresh Obviously, there was an awful human cost, which we look back on and think completely unnecessary for the most part. Lots of lies, deceit, blah, 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 blah. How to get your video taken off YouTube, 101. But yeah, what an obscene part of time that was. But at the same time, seeing the planet around you, just taking a breath, because people weren't flying, people weren't travelling. And it just reminded me of that time last night, and it was just wonderful. I was a little bit half cut, to be honest, after a little bit of a session Liverpool, but it is one. I'm pouring my heart out to you, so you could at least just humour me for a little bit. But this beer is absolutely banging. It's the soft, pillowy mouthfeel, just sweet enough, not obscenely hoppy, just hoppy enough. There's that little passion fruit-esque tang coming through, but then you've got soft, gentle, sweet marmalade-y sort of flavours, and then just this really nice, freshly washed mixed berries. I mean, it's just a really nice, calming, relaxing, satisfying beer. It probably won't be on many people's beer of the years list, because we always seem to go for the most excessive. But yeah, the artwork perfectly encapsulates what this beer is for me. Just sit, relax, have a good time, and yeah, contemplate, reflect, try not to dwell on the bad stuff, thinking about the things and people and stuff that makes you happy. Well, Jerry Springer's dead, so someone needs to come up with these final thoughts sort of things. But tongue-in-cheek aside, lovely little beer. Been ridiculously impressed with the Beak stuff that I've had recently, and I'm really tempted just to make another order with them, because from that whole selection of beers that I had, don't get me wrong, all hoppy beers, but they do it so well. They really, really do. There we go. I think that's much better, isn't it, when you can't see my face properly and then your focus is all on the beer. But because I'm a narcissist, will come back to me. So yeah, got quite a few beer reviews as of late from Beak. Definitely getting up there as being one of my favourite breweries in the UK. Not that I needed to be convinced by that, because past experience with the brewery has always been really popular, no matter what the style. But the hoppy beers, they just do really, really well. And this is definitely one of them. So that was Sal by Beak, an IPA at 6.5% ABV. If you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. I'll put all the links in the description. As I said, got quite a few Beak reviews recently uploaded, so I do welcome you to check those out. And yeah, links in the description. Thank you all for sitting with me outside. I've just realised that the chair that I'm sat on is still a bit wet from the rain, so I'm probably going to have a wrinkly, chaffed arse. But there's nothing new there, is there, really? We don't talk about that anymore, do we? Have I said too much? So yeah, thank you for watching. You all take care, stay safe. I hope you're enjoying this wonderful weather, making the most of it, getting to do stuff with people you care about, because we had pretty much 2 years of not being able to do anything. People have lost people who they didn't get to say goodbye to. I'm being genuinely, sincere now, by the way. So, it's amazing, isn't it, how basically an alcoholic beverage, which, of course, if abused, will get you in a bad place. But, you know, it's just the whole, like, birdsong. I don't usually care about birdsong, but there's a really nice breeze. You could smell, like, the flags on the floor that have been hot and then you've been cooled down by the downpour of rain. You can smell like the dampness of all the plants and the grass. I'd love to be in a tap room now, or like a beer garden with people who I care about. That'd just be absolutely spot on for me. Could do without the wet arse though, but he always has to rein it back in, doesn't he? Anyway, that's way too long of a video. Thank you so much for watching. You all take care, stay safe, and I shall hopefully see you all later.